Hey everyone, I really wanted to thank Dirty Feet for hosting such a fabulous event, and I wanted to thank Kristen for inviting me to go to something that I would have never otherwise gone to. So I just have a few tips for those of you that are interested in trail running. And the first tip is actually, I said it as I crossed the finish line. I was the last to come across the finish line. Is always train for a trail race. If you're running a trail race, always train for it on a trail. Don't assume that the road is going to feel anything like a trail race, because it's not. They're different. This was completely out of my comfort zone. I have this horrific terror of heights. I completely went into this race completely unprepared, with like 5 days. And I really, don't get me wrong, I knew what I was signing up for. When I signed up for it, I knew it was going to be hard. But then I was thinking, I should have probably done the 10K. It was more in my ability range. But I thought, the 21K it's only, it's $10 more, and I can do 21K. I've done 21K 5 other times. I've done it tons of times in marathon training. And I did do a 16K leg in the Sinister 7, which was partial road, partial trail. So I did a lot of trail running in preparation for that, but that was like a year and a half ago. So you can't really bring that training into something this recent. So let's first talk about things that were completely malfunctioned for me. Well, it was freezing cold, so I was overdressed. So my coat was bothering me within 1 kilometer. So I wrapped it around me. I'm a complete prepare freak. I like to be 150% prepared before I go into anything. And I was the one showing up with no training under my belt. And, I knew what I was signing up for anyways. So I knew it was going to be hard. So I did run a half marathon a month ago, but that was on the road. And all of my training this year has been on the road. So although I had the mental preparedness, I didn't have the physical preparedness, which is totally cool. I knew what I was signing up for, so I have to admit that again. Anyways, the next thing that happened is I'm a pacer. I like to know exactly where I am on the course, how far I have to go, when it's time to take my fuel, and all of that when I'm running. And I do that via Garmin watch. So we hadn't plugged it in properly, it hadn't really connected properly. So in the morning it had 45 minutes or so to charge, which wasn't quite enough. And at about kilometer 10, I completely lost all signal, and I had no idea how far I was and how far I was going. And it was probably around kilometer 12 where, you're peaking up a steep hill that I started thinking, what the heck have I gotten myself into? But, you work through that. I couldn't feel my legs by then. A lot of twisting of my ankles, and because I'm just not prepared to run on a trail. A trail is way different than the road. So I'm very thankful to the types of plyometric drills that I've been doing in my workouts that really, I believe, saved me, saved my body. So one of the most amazing things that I want to say, I want to talk about all of the fantastic things that I felt yesterday. Yesterday, I described it as being harder than the marathon that I did, and let me say why. Again, I am absolutely terrified of heights. I avoid trail running because of that. I have this tendency that when I'm going down on a trail, I actually get dizzy and I think I'm going to fall. and that it's fear. I know it's fear, and I know I've been getting better at it. So I went in this knowing that it was going to be probably my slowest half marathon that I've ever done. One, because it was trail running, and number two, because I knew that there would be some difficult pitches. And was there ever? Like for me, I mean, I'm in a class there in this specific trail run of runners that are completely, they are so trained and they are so fit for the trail. And I'm in a class of runners that are just, in my opinion, so amazing and inspiring. And they can do this without even really thinking about it. You know, some of them barely even get winded. And, you know, that inspires me to push myself to the next level of trail running, because, wow, what a reward. The views are absolutely amazing. I have to say that even though I knew that I was in a class that I was 100% more prepared than me, I was welcomed with open arms. I'm still a little emotional about it, because I came across the finish line. There was a lot of tears in the last kilometer, because it felt for me mentally harder than the full marathon. But I did it, and I kept on going. And I knew that I was going to be the last one across that finish line, but I also knew that I had gone to war with myself, and I beat myself, and it was a personal best. So, and everybody was there cheering me in. Nobody, you know, everybody knew that I hadn't trained properly, and nobody said, well, you're stupid. I would have told me that I'm stupid, but, you know, I would have said that I wouldn't advise that, because I never advise that. And here I am doing something that I have never done before in so many levels, right? Having so many malfunctions. So I feel like I've really, really gone to the next level, personally myself, with my fears and my accomplishments. I know this video is getting really long, but you know, this is a true transformation of myself that I feel. So, anyways, will I be doing it again? Yeah, but the next time, I'm definitely going to do some trail running. Actually, there's another one in November, the tunnel run. I almost said it in the same sentence when I was talking with two other fellow runners in the parking lot. I said, yeah, it's time to hang up my shoes for a little while and fall back in love with running, because, you know, it's things like this that make me wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then the next sentence was, yeah, there's another one in November. Maybe I'll see you there. And, you know, it just goes to show how when you're passionate about something, it's really, you get addicted. It gets addicting. And I met new friends, and everybody is so so welcoming. I can't even describe how inviting this energy is. I encourage you all to get involved in your community runs. Have a look at Dirty Feet Trail Running. It's for all levels of fitness, whether it's your first run or your 100,000th run, whatever it is. You are welcome there, and it's all about fun and respect for one another. And I have to mention, this is a really nice medal. I really enjoyed getting this put around my neck, and I fought back the tears. As you can see, I'm still emotional. I'm really sore today too, just so you know. I feel like I just ran my first half marathon. Like, my legs were not ready for that type of trail running. It was awesome. And then check out this shirt. Sweaty, yes. Stinky, yes. Dirty, Dirty feet trail runner? Yes, now I am. And I think I'm quickly addicted. And then I also got a prize of a new workout tank. Who doesn't need more workout swag? And wonderful, Kristen. When I ran across the line, I was a little disoriented. I didn't know what to think. I was very overwhelmed that I did it. So they said that I won a prize for being so I can't remember the word. Just happy, I guess, having such a positive attitude. And so I had Kristen, she picked this out for me because I'm very indecisive. That's one thing I'm horrible with clothes and stuff. Very indecisive. So again, I will cut this off. Thanks again. I will definitely see you at another trail run. And I definitely recommend going and trying the Dirty Feet trail races. It's worth every second, but train for it. I definitely train for it, whether it's 5, 10, 20, 21. They do enduros. Check it out. I'll put their website below this video. And thanks again for watching, and thanks for cheering me on. All right, have a great day.